Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this month's Background Basics 16. So on the 16th of every month, my lovely and dear friend Helen, who is Island Scrapper here on YouTube, and I get together, and as the name implies, we create our own background. So the idea behind this is to use our tools, also is to dig out our tools and use our tools, but also to create a layout that has no pattern paper or very, very little. And you're going to see in a moment, I'm going to show you that today I'm just going to sort of frame my layout. But other than that, we try and either use cardstock as a background, obviously, but then create our background on that cardstock. So kind of, I guess, make our own pattern paper in a way. And we don't tell each other what we're going to do. And it's been hilarious since the beginning, because for the first two, we both did our beloved donkey pages. We did some donkey pages. And then for the third one, without speaking to one another, we both did Christmas Jumper Day. And I'm doing a Chopin layout today. So I wonder if by any chance Helen will be doing a puppy layout, either of Bud or Chester or both. I have no idea. Anyway, so my idea today, and I had a lot of ideas sort of floating around in my head, but eventually at night, sort of as I was falling asleep last night, the idea came to me. So I have this photo of Chopin, and you've seen this photo in my December documented. It's a little hard to tell probably on camera, but one, I took the photo, so I know, and two, in real life, you can see it a lot more. But this is in bed, and this is my Chopin using sort of my legs a bit as a pillow, which is one of the things that he always does. So you can see here, this is sort of my knees. My feet are there. So I was probably reading before going to bed, or maybe watching a video, which I know is not very good. We shouldn't be doing that in bed, should we? But I do indulge every once in a while. Anyway, so I was doing one of those two things, and there was my little Pookie sort of lying on my legs, and he does use them as a pillow. The other thing that he likes to do is if I'm sleeping with sort of my knees bent, he loves to go sort of in the crook of my knees as well. So what I intend to do here, so I have my whipped cream cardstock, and I do have this lovely wood grain. It's from Reminisce. I would not use the back of that, so I bought it really only for that. I think last year, I sort of, was it in the spring maybe or in the summer? I probably did a little bit of a haul. I sort of got myself some wood grains because I do love them as backgrounds. Now, I am definitely going to gut this, of course, and keep the majority of this for another page, and therefore get sort of my cardstock here matted, but that is going to be the only pattern paper. Now, the idea I have is to do some stitching and some stamping. So I have this Sunburst stencil. I only have it in 6x6, and for some reason, every time I think of doing a Sunburst, I am sure in my head that I have a 12x12 Sunburst stencil. I look for it, I search for it every time, and then I remember that I don't actually have one. So I guess I should really just get one. I think that might be an essential tool, and I can even get that during the freeze. But what I will do is sort of get this down here, because my photo is going to go sort of where these meet. So I'm going to bring that over a little bit, and I'm going to have to extend these lines for sure, but let me just do them this way for now, and I will get that up there. I'm just doing one side of this, go. Bring this sort of all the way down with you. There we go. Okay, so you see I have this here. So now obviously I'm going to have to come up here and extend this. And I'm going to do these at different lengths. I'm not going to do them all the same length for sure. And I'm going to see whether I think sort of down here, I might actually remove one here, because what I want to do when I've got the stitching done is come in and do some stamping. So I really do want to bring these out quite a bit over on this side, up here, less obviously here. And I think the more I think of it, the more I will definitely remove one of these. And I'll have to see as I go along whether I remove any more. And then I will get my photo here, so you can tell that I need to extend these out quite a bit, because I don't want to cut my photo down anymore. I don't want to, I've already cut off a little bit of his ear, my poor little Pookie. And I don't want to cut anything more here, because I do, want you to see my knee there. So I have 3 stamp sets here. This is a Close to My Heart stamp set that my lovely friend Becky, My Creative Life, sent to me a couple of years ago. And it's got some fun little sayings. So meow, of course, proud cat lady, this fun little cat in a cup, which I think is cute, just a little cat face for sure. Then I have this one from Stampin' Up, which is 9 Lives, and it's got the bowl and a mouse, and again a yarn ball here. And this one, which is Pampered Pets, which just has this fun little, this one has a bowl too. Oh, I like this one better because it's got a paw on it. There we go. And this has a little fish and some meow on there as well. So I think I just want to come in and do some stamping. Now, I'm sure and I have a paw. I obviously I need to find my paw stamp. I don't know where I put that. But oh, there's a heart here with a paw in it. So I might just, cut that out. I don't have a problem cutting out cutting my stamps up a little bit. I don't have a problem doing that at all. So that is my intent through these separations, is to get some stamping done. So I may need to remove another couple of the star bursts for sure. And I'm thinking here, because if you look at the colors that I have, we're sort of in the browns and creams. So I might come in with this color. I do like it. Then if I want to go maybe a little bit more on the orangey rust side, I do have this, which might be a nice contrast. This I find is a little too orangey, like an odd orange. So I don't think I'm going to bring that in. And then of course the cream color here would be a lot more sort of a tone on tone. So I don't know whether we would see it all that well, although I could mix it with that. I don't like it with this one, but I could maybe mix it with that. So I'm leaning towards going with this, and then we'll see if we bring in a little bit of that. So there's sort of the intro, my friends. So let me go off and get the stitching done, and then we'll come back and I'll see if I can do the stamping with you. Helen is amazing. Helen is amazing. She does stamping right on camera, and she does it so well. I'm not convinced that I'm able to do that as well. I'll probably get my head in the way or sort of stamp it off or whatever, but we'll see. I might do some of it off camera and then come back and do a little bit with you, and then we'll see what else we want to add to this page. See you in a sec. Okay, my friends, so there you go. I went off and I framed my whipped cream cardstock. And then I did my stitching, and I did use the two colors because I thought it gave a nice contrast. And on camera, you might not see the sort of off-white color all that well, but it really does show up in real life, and it gives a lovely texture. And then I went to stamping, and you know, this is a case of something that I had in my head and that is really turning out the way I want it to turn out. And it's got me using my stamps. I used the Close to My Heart stamp set here that I had, Proud Cat Lady, these three which you can see because they're already stained, the little cat face. So I used this one quite a bit. I then used this one as well for the little ball of yarn. True Love Has 4 Paws. And then I used the other Stampin' Up! One here with the little kitty sort of having a nap. So I used, and we might do a little bit more, which is why I still have them here. I have my stamping block and I have the napping kitty here as well, because I might put him here because I don't think there's any room for him elsewhere, which is why I really only put 2, because I found it might be a little bit unbalanced unless we put him there. Anyway, I still have him on the stamping block, and we will see. I used 3 colors of Stampin' Up! Ink. Soft Suede, Cajun Craze, which is a very, very old one, so I'm quite happy that it was actually still working. It's a beautiful sort of terracotta color, actually in German and Spanish, that is what they call it. And then more mustard, which is also quite an older ink, and it's always been one of my favorite golden yellows. So we have that done, and I'm really, really loving this. So I've got my photo on foam, so we'll get him up here. And of course, like I sort of placed the photo and then did one hole in each of the lines that I had drawn so that I would not be stitching, 1, for nothing, and 2, adding bulk where I didn't need it. So we have the photo. Now, let me see. So you see, I have to make sure that I cover. There we go. How about that? Now, it might cover up some of the stamping a little bit. Bring that over a bit. There we go. All right, so it does cover a little bit of the stamping, but that's, you know, that's fine so that we get it out. So there we go. Now, there are some little holes. So we're going to start looking at that, and I've got a few bits out. I also have some sequins, and we might see later on, but I have here, these are from the Elena collection that I'm using, Weekend Ready. The color is maybe not quite, but I do have a couple of things out here. Oh, I have this here, You're So Fine. I think I definitely want to use that. I have these little wood veneer cats that I had prepared for another project, I think, that I definitely want to get on here. I colored 2 of them, and then 1 not. So I think I would like to get those on there. And then you see over here, oh, I definitely want this. Remember this, I'm going to put there. Yeah, I like that there. For sure, good vibes. We'll see. This heart, which is black. Now, I brought a couple of black pieces in here because in my Christmas package, the lovely Helen sent me this lovely flare, and it is black. So I'm thinking I'm going to pop it right here because it looks perfect there. So that brings in a little bit of black. So I may want to, so I have another flare here with some black hearts. I have that heart, which I might bring in sort of here. Oh, there. Now, I already like those three things, so let's put those down right away. All right, let me get this. Oh, I didn't bring, hang on, let me go get my pop dots. Here I am with my pop dots. Oh, I can't wait to see what Helen did. Of course, her video will be, as I said, linked down below. So make sure, if you haven't already watched Helen's video, that you pop on over and watch hers. It's always so lovely. She does amazing stuff with stamping. She stamps more on screen than I do. She's quite... All right, there we go. I do like that there. It just tucked under a little bit, and it sort of fills that lovely gap there. Let's do this, remember this. And again, as I told you, I'm never quite sure. If you know, somebody leave me a comment down below. I know many of you have used this collection and maybe use 49 and Market more than I do. So it looks as though it would peel off, but I haven't really had any luck with it peeling off. So there you go. All right, let's put this fun little heart up there, and let's pop another little, just a little extra glue on there, and I will pop him right there. So that fills that lovely gap. Okay, now you see over here, I don't really need an awful lot. I think I might do one of the kitties here, but I would want him on the other side, sort of facing in. Like that maybe? Yeah, the tiny one there. I don't want him facing out of the page. So let's put him on the wood side. There we go, and I guess we'll overlap the bowl a little bit. And I've got a couple of sequin mixes out as well from my older stash that I might bring in at the very end to just sort of pop in. So now, you see, could we put the sleeping kitty there? And I think we could pop him there. So there we go. Let's do him in, yeah, let's do him in the Cajun Craze. And you can see this is a very old ink pad. But it you know, it still works quite well. I should have brought, let's move these out of the way. And let's do a quick test here on the back. Yeah, all right, there we go. You can see all my stitching in the back there. Okay, so that will just bring this in right here. There we go. And therefore, I think I could bring one more in here just to sort of finish that off, and then we'll see. There we go. Okay, so I think that will sort of finish that off. Okay, let me put that over there. Am I still in frame, my friends? Oh, up a little bit. There we go. Put that over there. Let's get these fellas out here. Okay, now I think that will do the stamping. Now we have a few gaps to fill. So black, I need to bring a little bit of black maybe in here. So how about I have some of these fun perspectives? How about if I pop a little fish there? There we go. And that sort of brings the black in the 3 places. I'm so thrilled. My Bramble Fox, my December Bramble Fox had not arrived. And so, I mean, I'm careful because I don't get too worried about it because, you know, in the summer when I did and we waited like 8 or 9 weeks and Nicola and Morag sent me the whole new set again, it actually turned up. So I figured this time I'm just going to wait and see, and lo and behold, yesterday or the day before yesterday, I messaged Helen, both December and January arrived at the same time. So You're So Fine, maybe put that up there. I need a little something in here. These little X's, maybe put something there and put one of the little kitties here. I'm not sure. Or should I put, maybe we could put a little fish bone? I think I'll put this sort of here. Now I also have more of a terracotta one. Oh, and I kind of like that. There we go. I kind of like that there. So there we go. I don't want to put too much here. Then we'll pop one of these here. So that will sort of pretty much finish this whole area out. Then, I'll put a kitty now. Oh, how about if I put him here? Like that. I think maybe I'll put him there, but facing in. And yeah, let's put him there facing in. We'll get that done. So I'm really enjoying this series, and I think you are too, because thank you so much. This Background Basics is one of my most popular series, and over on Helen's channel as well, so that's fun. And it really gets us into using, yeah, I like that there, using our stash, using our tools in particular, and just sort of having fun creating our own sort of pattern paper. So there we go, that in. So I'm going to need a little something here. Well, I could do a bone, like the fish bone there. Yeah, I think we will do that. We'll go bring it down a little bit so that it's not so lined up. There we go. Let's pop this there as well. And then we can have this done. Whoopee. Let's make sure it's down. I got a little bit of shadow sort of stamping there. Put this one over there. Where did I have that now? I had it here, right? Yeah, there we go. Bring that in there. And this doesn't really need a title. It doesn't really need journaling. The photo says what it is. I may put just a teensy little bit of journaling here, I think. You know, Chopin resting on my knees, as is his habit, or something like that. I want to put that on the photo. No, it doesn't need it. Now, do I want, so we have a flare here. We have this that could be like a flare. Do I want another flare somewhere? I don't think it needs it. I think this comes in. Now, this comes out maybe a little bit more than, oh, maybe if we put this there. Okay, yeah, maybe. I think I might like that. Or would I want this one here? Then, yeah, you know what? I do like that. Okay, let's put that one there because I've stamped the lovely little kitty faces. So I think that's good. And we'll add this one, which brings in that sort of golden color. It has a little bit of black. It has a couple of extra colors that we don't have in the layout, but I don't think that matters much. Okay, there we go. All right, so there we go. Now I think really for the larger pieces, that's good enough. Now there are a few little, let me put that over in there in case I want to put some sequins. So I'm thinking I might want to put just a few sequins in just a couple of spots where the hole is maybe just a little bit big. So I've got some lovely golden ones here and some sort of brownish ones. So I'm just going to put 2 here. So this is Maze Days. It's quite an older collection, but it's just lovely, and it was one of my favorites. I think I got, you know, like 2 or 3 sets of that one. And let's just take a brown one here and pop that there. So there you go. That finishes that off beautifully. We'll do the same thing here. Let's get here. And here, and here. Put one there. Let's see. Okay, so let's get these down. I'll put the golden one there, and the sort of brownish one here. That down and that down a little bit. There we go. That gets that. Then we'll pop one sort of golden yellow one there. Let's pop a brown one there. We'll put 2 here. There we go. Pop that there. Just fills in those little holes. I'm loving this. You know, this really gets, I mean, in all honesty, you would think sometimes if you're having a little bit of trouble with your mojo or whatever, this would not be the type of layout that would be easy to do. But you know what? Just sort of thinking, what I tend to do is I just let it percolate a little bit, and then all of a sudden, an idea comes and I love it. Okay, let's put a couple there. And there. So the sort of brown one here. There we go. We'll get the golden one up there, right there. And another small brown one there. Okay. That's just finishing it all off, and we've got a lot of my favorite things. The only thing I don't have on here is some Nicole Jones 911 printables. I should have got a couple of those out maybe. But I've got my Bramble Fox goodies and Flairalicious pieces and sequins, some chipboard. All right, so there. Now I should get, just to balance it off, I should get maybe a couple over here. So let's pop one here and here and there and here. There. I think that will then do it. So let me get a nice golden one out for here. There, there we go. A nice golden one for here. Let's get sort of a golden one right there. Now let's get sort of the brown right there. room for a little one there as well, didn't I? Okay. There we go. All right, my friends. So there we go. And I love this. So I love it when an idea translates from your head to the page the way you wanted it. So really what I did for the stamping, and maybe, oh, maybe I should pop a little sequin there. What do you think? Yeah, that little hole is going to sort of bug me, isn't it? Let's pop one there and there. All right, we'll get, just to finish that off while I'm finishing here with you. Now the idea, maybe I'll get brave enough to do one of these on screen if you would like. Leave me a comment down below if you would like to actually see me create one of these types of stamping collages, because the idea is to sort of start with the larger stamp. So I started, the first one I used was Proud Cat Lady. Then I used True Love Has 4 Paws, and then the Meow. And I used 3 different colors. So I started Proud Cat Lady in brown, then went with the True Love Has 4 Paws with the terracotta, and the Meow Meow with the more mustard. So the idea is to also vary how the stamps are placed. So you see here, this one is straight. The Meow Meow is going up and down. True Love Has 4 is sort of down here. We follow the line a little bit of the stitching, so it's not straight, but it is straight here. And then I went to the smaller sizes. So I went to the cat face, the ball of yarn, the food bowl, but then I went back to a bigger one, to the sleeping kitty. So it's really just a question of sort of puzzling them a little bit, and then filled in with time for a nap and the little paws. So I just love how this turned out, my friends. I hope you did too. Now I got 2 kitties on here. I should have the 3rd one in here, shouldn't I? Should we just pop him up there just to say he's on there and I don't put him away? Yeah, I think we will. There you go. All right, so while I'm saying goodbye and thanking you for being here, as you always are, thanking you for your lovely comments, support, and encouragement, and reminding you to go on over and make sure you see what Helen has for you. If you would like to play along with us, oh my God, I can't forget that. If you would like to play along with us, use hashtag backgroundbasics16 over on Instagram, in your title on YouTube, tag us on Facebook. We'd love for you to get this. I'm going to go over and put this also in the Spending Freeze 2.0, because this is an awesome way to be using and shopping our own stash. The Close to My Heart stamp set I had not used, not even once, and the Stampin' Up! One either. So that makes me very happy to have started to use those. And then they sort of stay in your mind a little bit more. So again, let me go off now. I'm rambling. Thank you. Go see what Helen has for you. Use hashtag backgroundbasics16, and I will see you back here very soon. Bye for now.